weak as a pair at their career high of 4. And they were in 3 finals last year. In the group stage, they won the match very convincingly, 20 minutes. In the quarterfinal, they weren't needed to play, though they were selected. They were the 4th match. They'd already won that quarterfinal 3-love. And in the semi-final, beat a very determined Kirihara-kun and Prajongjai in 1 hour and 8 minutes in 3 games, 21-11 in the deciding game. So they had a tough match yesterday, on court yesterday, for over twice as long as their opponents. So our court officials from Bangladesh and the Philippines. And for the sake of the team's morale, Korea desperately wants a win here in the first women's doubles.
On my right, Japan. On my right, Japan, represented by Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota. And on my left, Korea, represented by Shin Chu-chang and Si Finley. Korea to serve, Si Finley to Yuko Fukushima. Love all. Play.
So the world number 4s, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan for Korea, getting the women's doubles underway against the world number 3s, Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota. Oh, that was an opportunity for Hirota at the front of the court. Opportunity missed.
1-love.
And it's been quite difficult, I would imagine, for these 2 pairs, because they will have been warmed up, ready to go soon after the start of the first match of the tie, the women's singles. Certainly would have been prepared for it to be a 2-game match. So they've been in the warm-up area. Oh, that's total confusion between Hirota and Fukushima. Maybe a little sign of nerves, that confusion. They've been, both pairs have been ready to go for some time. Pushed it long.
3-love.
Well, if you were with us yesterday, I was talking about Fukushima and Hirota, and talking about how they've really improved their defensive play. There was a stage where they were just happy to get the shuttle back, and they were very good at defence, very consistent, but they'd lift and lift and lift. Now, they're being far more adventurous with their defensive play. They're driving the shuttle, they're blocking it, turning it, and it's giving them an opportunity to turn their defence into attacking play. And I think that's a real development with this Japanese pair.
2-3.
That's a nice Nice change of pace, nice drop shot from Shin Chan.
4-2.
Gone long. I talked about the drift in the first match, the women's singles.
5-2.
Shuttle flying faster towards us as we all look down on the court. So in other words, flying faster towards the Koreans. And it's a service error from Shin Chan.
3-5.
Good smash. Oh my goodness, I think it must be a Japanese net they brought with them.
4-5.
Another net called in favour of Japan. Now that's exactly the sort of defensive shot that I was alluding to a moment ago.
5-0.
Crouching down, Hirota. First of all, the little push, not a real lift, and then crouches down and drives the shuttle back across court. Wonderful shot. That's good placement. She's always very committed to the backhand defence. Is Shin Chan. Aiming towards the right hip means that she then is in a quandary as to whether to try and play with the backhand action or sway the body out of the way and try and play with the forehand action. And the smashes really do have to be that accurate to force errors or to force a weak reply. So on a run of 4 straight points, Fukushima and Hirota into the lead.
Service over. 6-all.
Good return.
Lead. Service over. 7-6.
Oh, brilliant. Well, she used to play a bit of mixed doubles, did Hirota. In fact, with Takuro Hoki, they got promoted from the reserve list, went through the qualifying event and reached the final of the 2017 Japan Open. So that's where she's learned her quality at the front of the court, because women's role in mixed doubles, well, so that you have to be able to play all court. It's vital to be good at the front of the court in mixed doubles. Well left, just wide.
9-6.
7 of the last 8 points to the Japanese pair. 2-5 down to 9-6 up.
Let.
Now, why was that a net? Why was SHIN not ready?
Play.
Yeah. This Japanese combination has really developed into a very attacking pair. And I think they've become more complete players since they lost their #1 ranking. Often happens if you think, now, I used to be the best in the world, not any longer. What's everybody else doing that I'm not doing? Right, I'll have to improve on that. And that's how the game of badminton, how all sport develops.
Play.
Well, it was a mishit, but the intention was good. Into the mid-game interval, the Japanese pair with a 5-point advantage. Well, absolutely extraordinary. 9 of the last 10 points. 2-5 down. 6 up. What on earth has gone wrong for the Koreans? Chan, he's the head. So the big question is, can the Koreans stop this
11,
run of points from the Japanese pair? Fukushima and Hirota have won last of the 9 of the last 10 points.
Service over. 7-11.
Finished off, and that's something else I think where they've improved. This lady, Fukushima, is now much more confident at the net and hunts the shuttle more at the front of the court. That's a nice put away. That was a total mishit. Koreans have got to try something different tactically. Perhaps they need to try and get the shuttle going in a downward direction, but now that the Japanese pair have improved their defences so much, that's easier said than done.
Service over. 8-13.
That's exactly what I mean. Force the attack.
9-13.
Powerful smash down the forehand of Hirota. Nice peculiar defensive shot there from the Japanese player. Super play by Fukushima.
Service over. 14-9.
Yeah, every time the Koreans are on the attack, in other words, hitting the shuttle in a downward direction, their chances of winning the rally go up immeasurably.
Play.
Oh, that's unlucky. It was worth a go. Because I think so far, Japanese pair have been commanding the front of the court, the net play. And that was an opportunity to try and say to opponents, not obviously verbally, but by actions, we're going to challenge you at the front of the court.
Service over. 11-15.
Oh, good angle. That is terrific. Out of nowhere, suddenly creates an angle like, oh dear, necklace fell off.
16.
Did well to keep her concentration. Could have been quite dangerous, actually, if the rally had continued and one of the two players had stepped on that. Yeah, well, they've played together since they were juniors. They won the World Junior Championship twice, did Lee So-hee and Shin Soon-chan. You'd think they'd have an understanding by now as who's going for which shot. Oh yes, that's exactly the defence I've been talking about. In the past, she would have just lifted that.
11.
Now driving the shuttle into the open space. Perhaps you should question whether Shin Seung-chan should have directed her smash so far across court towards Hirota.
Service over. 12-18. Yuki. Let.
I think Hirota was jolly lucky that she didn't get called for moving before the serve was struck. In fact, Lee So-hee having a word with the umpire saying exactly the same thing.
Play.
Oh, that's a shocking serve. Yeah, they were always under pressure. Low serve should really just skim over the net. Look how high that was. Points away from the opening game. Japanese pair. That's a good return of serve.
Service over. 14-19. Play.
Well, sometimes the Japanese pair do get a little nervous. Twice in World Championship finals they've had match point opportunities but have failed to convert. Nice mover. Good rally. Yeah. Lee So-hee was alert to the drive defence that time and intercepted well. So the 6-point deficit a moment ago has been halved. Only 3 points in it now. That's a good defence. What a very, very good rally. Badminton of the highest quality.
Service over. 20. Game point. 16.
Nice little angle, first of all, from Fukushima, and a great follow-up at the front from Hirota. And that well-constructed rally there brings up 4 game point opportunities for Japan and Fukushima and Hirota.
Play.
First time of asking, and Japan have the lead in the first women's doubles, taking the opening game, 21-16. So the coaching complete. Both pairs will have their instructions. I wonder if there'll be a change of tactics from the Koreans. In my opinion, it's all about the attacking play.
Second game. Love all. Play.
So the Japanese pair, Fukushima and Hirota, 1 game to the good, 21-16 that opening game. World number 3s against the world number 4s. I wouldn't be at all surprised if this went to a deciding game. Yeah, but that's well worked by the Japanese pair.
1 love.
As the Koreans are now hitting with the drift, it should make their attacking play more potent. If indeed they can get on the attack from the onset of the rally.
Service over. 1 all.
Nice drop. Oh! I don't believe it.
Lead.
She took that so late The shuttle crawled up the net and crawled over. Oh my goodness. Now that is what you call perfection. Along the back line. I don't think Fukushima actually meant to leave that. I think she was trying to play it and missed it, and luckily for her, it landed out. So far as indeed that is correct. It is all about the attacking play. Whichever pair can be hitting the shuttle in a downward direction, better chances of winning.
Play.
Oh, that's just wonderful vision and awareness to know where the gap was there from Fukushima. She was under pressure, and yet look, she was aware that the gap was across court.
Shin.
I'd like to see a bit more change of pace from the Koreans. I like the fact that they're trying to attack more now, but there's too much of it at one pace. I'd like to see some much more angled shots, perhaps little delicate pushes towards the tram lines from the net area. Just a little more variation. Great defense from the Japanese pair. That drive is the one that made the difference again. Talked about that earlier. Drive defense turns your defensive play into possible attacking play. And it's the development that has made such a difference to this Japanese pair. Hardly any lifting now from the Koreans.
5. Let Yuki get ready quicker. Service over. 6-all.
Oh, that's a pity. That was a quality rally.
7-6.
Both players having the opportunity to attack. Both players at the main stage defending brilliantly and turning their defence into attacking play. Lovely change of pace. That's the sort of thing that I was talking about. I felt the Koreans should do, mixing up the pace and mixing up the angle. Very effective, there's no question of it. Power smash in the fast drop shot, played with disguise. Yeah. Slightly across the body towards that right hip. Precision on the attacking play.
7-8. Thank you.
There's hot, humid conditions here in Manila. Beautiful day outside as I walked to the venue this morning.
Play.
Well played, Hirota.
Service over. 9-7.
Yeah, it was a good serve, and she pounced on the third shot too.
10-7.
Oh, they're challenging that.
Yuki Fukushima challenges call in.
First challenge of this women's doubles. It was called in. Japanese pair couldn't return it anyway. It was a good smash. The question is, did it stay in or did it land long of the back line? It stayed in. Good call line, judge.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 8-10. Play. Play. Service on start. Play.
Perhaps too big a swing of the racket there from Fukushima. When you're at the front of the court, you simply haven't got time for a big swing of the racket. The timing becomes so difficult. Short, sharp movement of the racket head will suffice. Sonchan just making the point that I'm ready and my opponents aren't. Smash, and it means that Fukushima and Hirota have the advantage. A 2-point advantage here in the second game. Well, they're certainly having to fight harder for this second game. Fukushima and Hirota. I was telling you earlier that they were in 5 finals last year, 4 titles. Add to that, 9 semi-finals and 2 quarter-finals. So they really had a very, very consistent year, Fukushima and Hirota. So a game, 11-9 up.
Play.
This pair of Fukushima and Hirota. Koreans need to respond in some way. Nice drop. It's good variation from the Koreans on the attacking play, but every single one of their attacking shots prior to that one have been down the centre of the court. Yeah, now that's the sort of angle I'm talking about. Down the middle again. What a rally. What a rally. Got to be the longest rally of the match. Yes, the angled shot at long last from Lee So-hee. And it's an outright winner.
10-11.
The start of the rally, she must have hit 8 to 10 smashes, but all of them were down the centre of the court. Suddenly went for an acute angle and made the outright winner. 80 shots, my goodness me. Well, she seemed to hold the serve for an age. And I think she put herself off. Her first service error, but a second as far as the Koreans are concerned. Good return of serve. Absolutely pounced on that.
11-12.
Well played. It was the little push from Chan. This one, that changed the whole rally. First time the pairs have been level since 6-all. Well taken. Yeah, she's beginning to hunt the net now, is Shin Seong-chan. Great anticipation. Right in between the two Japanese players.
Service over. 14-13.
A little bit concerning. There was no eye contact between the two Japanese players after that. Should be looking at each other and saying, sorry, that was mine, I should have gone for it. My mistake. One of them needs to take responsibility. Missed it. She was right to go for it, though. Got to try and keep the pressure on. That really was a golden opportunity. Not the best of serves. That's another one that Shin Seong-chan has missed.
15-14.
Two missed opportunities at the net in the last two rallies. there's a fair amount of tension on court, I can assure you.
Service over. 15 all.
That's a nice shot.
Service over. 16 15.
Well, she never looks as comfortable at the front of the court, Lee So-hee. As her partner, Shin Seung-chan, did play some mixed doubles, and still plays some mixed doubles, actually. Been playing recently with Choi So-gu. I wonder if that will change now that So Seung-jae has been sacked from the national team. So 1 point advantage. 16-15. Yeah, some other net cords, but the intention was there. The placement was
17,
excellent.
15.
Yeah, she's decided to abandon the necklace as Fukushima kept going loose. No, it was a fault, it was a double hit.
Service over. 16 17.
I don't know whether it struck the hair of Hirota or whether it was her racket. I'm not quite sure, but it was definitely a double hit. The shuttle deflected. Was added in. That's a misjudgment there from Lee So-hee. That could prove very costly indeed.
18 16.
Oh, and it was clearly in too. So too is that. That's wonderful play. The block initially from Hirota. She followed forward after her block to the net
16.
and then made the kill. This is wonderful women's doubles play. Look at that. Block, in she goes, looking for the net and plays the winner. Points away from giving Japan a 2-love lead in this final. One point away from a 2-love lead for Japan.
20
in the women's team final.
Match point 16.
4 match point opportunities. That's gone long. They convert on their first. Symmetry in the scoreline, 21-16, 21-16. And Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota have won the first women's doubles a match
21-16.
lasting 53
21-16.
minutes. And they will be absolutely delighted to secure a second point. Of course, it's the best of 5 matches within the tie. And once one team has reached 3 matches won, any remaining matches are not contested. But this is a great start for Japan in defence of their title. They win the first women's doubles, having won the first women's singles. Women's doubles, 21-16, 21-16.